Welcome back, traders. Second portion of our show, Market Movers. Still riding this earnings wave. Dennis, where would you like to start?
May as well start with Pepsi here, Joel. Stock actually reported 7 a.m. It was looking a little bit higher, trading a little bit higher. They had, the earnings themselves, they beat by a couple of cents. They announced a stock buyback. They announced dividend. Lots of good stuff. It looked like it was going to be a pretty decent report. But that 67 level just holds strong here, Joel. Stocks has turned around now and is down almost 2 points, $65 trading now. So it seemed like it was all good news, but it doesn't matter. Stock turns around and sells off, and 67 held strong again.
Yep. Did pop up in the pre-market, Dennis. Got one wild print off there at 67.50, and then it's just turned around and headed south since then. So far, we have traded down to 65 in the pretty good volume. I'd say coming back on the upside, look for some resistance at 65 and a half. Above that, we had a bunch of lows at 66, so that should be your next major resistance area. Coming back on the downside, Dennis, I mean, you do have some lows in the mid 64, 64.30, 64.47. Sure, if we get it down 2.5, 2 3/4 bucks there, you'll find good support in Pepsi Cola.
A lot of your financials are very strong today. It looks like they've got a Greek deal. I know we've heard this a million times, but they're saying it again this morning, which is popping up all your financial sector. We've got stocks like Citigroup, which is symbol C, trading up over 50 cents here, so a couple of percent. JP Morgan trading up, Bank America trading up. So they're all up 1 to 2%, so they're all getting a pretty good lift across the board. Goldman Sachs up as well. So talk about Citigroup here, though, Joel, because it's approaching new 3-month highs here.
Yeah, actually, let's use this 34.40 as a swing area. That was a high back in October 27th. Coming back above that level, Dennis, things really open up, at least at the 35 and a half level. I really don't see anything in there to really stop the stock once we get above 35. Coming back on the downside, I'm sure you'll find good support at yesterday's close and high at 34.23 to 34.28.
JP Morgan, another one that's moving up here, Joel. I think we should do a technical on a few of these financials because they're going to be in play today. Another stock that is approaching its 3-month high set just a few days ago. What do you think about JP Morgan?
Yeah, we're going to run into trouble here right at this area, 38.50. That was a high from 4 days ago. Yesterday's high is 38.35. I think you're safe playing it from the long side as long as we hold at the close, the 38.30 level. Coming back on, looking at resistance in this thing, Dennis. Man, 39 bucks might be on the horizon today for your old hold number theory. Even though there's nothing on the charts to indicate it's going to stop there, just that to be a good psychological number. Above that 39 area, let's look for 39, which was the high on August 4th.
Visa announced earnings last night, which is symbol V as in Victor. It's trading up over $4 right now. 108.35 is where it went out, trading 112.65 right now. So stock is up significantly here in the pre-market. MasterCard could get a lift with this one too here, Joel. 394.91 is where MasterCard closed. It's actually trading up 398 right now. So Visa and MasterCard, what do you think of those?
I think 50 should be an area of interest on the upside now that we are in uncharted territories here in Visa. Coming back on the downside, we are currently trading at 112.77. It looks like you're good to go to the upside as long as 112 holds. If 112 does not hold, Dennis, where it stops between 112 and 4 is anyone's guess.
What about MasterCard, Joe? Maybe that's another one. Like both of these stocks are just making new all-time highs here, so I know it's tough to do technicals on them when they're making new all-time highs to find resistance. But do you think that 400 area in MasterCard is going to be of some significance?
MasterCard. I mean, does it want to go to 400, Dennis? I mean, that's That's about the only thing that looks like it's going to stop it. Looking in the pre-market, you have some real spotty trades at 3.99. We're currently $5 away from there. So I would look, for the whole number, 3.99 to 400 to be minor resistance. Coming back on the downside, yesterday's high 3.95, 16 should be good support.
Moving on here, DMND. What a disaster. It's your disaster stock of the day, Diamond Foods. They came out, they were having their audit there. Results of their audit comes out, it's not good. They're going to have to restate 2010 earnings, restate 2011 earnings. They get rid of the CEO, they get rid of the CFO. They have so many problems there right now. Stock is trading down $15, Joel, at $21.75. This is just a disaster story. What do you think of DMND?
Well, that's an interesting chart here. What I would say for you bottom fishers here, 2082 to 2101 has been the panic lows so far this morning in this stock. Currently trading 80 cents above that. If you've been playing this stock at all from the short side, I mean, you couldn't ask for any better news than this to cover today. I mean, unless you think the stock's going to zero. Going back on the monthlies, Dennis, you did have good support at this stock at the $20 level. 1985 was a low on in March of '09. So if you're not buying, you're buying at 21. Where it goes on the upside, since the news came out, the high's been 26. But this thing is, since it's dropped, I mean, it's consolidated, but it has not been able to mount any kind of rally.
Cisco reported last night, Joel, CSCO. Traded up on the initial report, was trading up for quite some time. Maybe you can find the high. I know it was trading up into the mid-21s there, at least the low 21s there for a while before starting to pull back. Now it has pulled back, actually trading down now, trading at 2020 after closing at 2043. So it got a good lift, traded up there for probably a half an hour and slowly started drifting down, pulling back, and actually trading down now. I think 2009, your low from yesterday, might come into play. What do you think on a technical Cisco?
Yeah, you did get that pop up to 2130 in the pre-market. That was early. You get a stock like this that is so thick and trades so much volume. When you get a close, at 2034 or whatever, and then you get another buck in it. I mean, it's just got to be a gift for people that are long the stock. If you were waiting to short it too, it's probably a good opportunity because a stock like Cisco is just too thick. People have positions and large positions in. They're going to want to take them off. Coming back since we've hit that high at 2130, we've hit 2008 in the pre-market. That coincides nicely with yesterday's low. So as long as this stock stays above the $20 level, it's good to go north. I don't see it approaching that pre-market high at 2130 though.
Groupon GRPN reported earnings as well. Stock disappointed a bit, trading 21.86 after closing 24.58, so it's pulling back. I still look at this, and this is when I look at the market cap on the stock, as the market cap is $15.4 billion, and they sell online coupons. It just seems ridiculous that it can have that type of a valuation. But with the float being so small, it's so expensive to short this stock with the borrowing costs to short stocks lately. That maybe the stock can continue to move higher just because it's so expensive to short it. From a valuation perspective, though, it makes absolutely no sense to me, in my opinion. I think in the long run it ends up going a lot lower, but short run, who knows? But what do you think from a technical perspective, short run, Joel?
Well, this thing kind of got the Facebook, IPO effect lift, that in Zynga and LinkedIn all being buoyed by Facebook going public and the internet boom or bubble, whatever you want to call it. Coming back and looking at what it's done in the pre-market, Dennis, seems to be finding a home right in this area at 2180. Really has not. It's only traded lower than that on a few occasions, 2164. So it's a nice drop. I would expect the buyers come in this 2150 to 26 level. Coming back on the upside, I think you'll start to find resistance at 22, and then if in fact this thing can get back anywhere near yesterday 65, you'll have major resistance. But looks like the stock is could be heading back to the 1950 $20 level.
Overall, what I'm seeing is financials are a little bit stronger, obviously, with the Greek news over there. Not seeing a heck of a lot weak. A couple of earnings plays, obviously, Pepsi, one we already talked about. But overall, market is kind of quiet aside from financials, which look a little bit stronger. Anything you want to close with here, Joel?
No, just keep an eye on that pop there, 52.75. We hit in the pre-market on the Greek news. Maybe this thing is probably finally over with. We'll see if it's one of those occasions, where when the news actually hit that there's a deal that people step in, profits. We also hit this magical 1350 level in the S&P, so let's keep an eye on that entire area. We missed our upside target by only a couple points there, so not sure how much more we have to run on the upside today. Coming back on the downside, as long as we hold this 1346 level, we should be good to go to the upside.
Well, that's our show for today. Folks, we'll be back with you guys tomorrow.